back? I think we might be back. Software is very confused. What is happening? Okay. I don't want to break it. I think we might be working. Hello, hello, good people. Are we here? Okay. Seems to be working over on YouTube. Right, good. Okay. Good lord. The speaking was indeed way too powerful. And unfortunately, the game still hasn't finished downloading because the internet dropped out. It's all so stupid. Everything's going wrong. Oh, it's fine. It's not about what goes wrong. It's about how you recover from it. And in this case, not only did we recover, but our internet speed, like, tripled. And unfortunately, Twitch now has an ad. Perfect timing. So we're just gonna hang out for a minute while we wait for Twitch to join back in with the rest of us. But I think we should be okay now. I just had to change over internet source like partway through to make sure that worked. But the internet's actually faster now, which is a good thing. I am so sorry about that. But honestly, it was kind of hilarious on my side because I was watching you guys complete the Wordle. I was watching the download on the other screen, and all of a sudden the download speed just tanked to the floor. I was like, oh no, I've used up all of Australia's internet. It's all gone. There's none left. Nothing that can be shared with anyone else. I used all of Australia's internet downloading Glitch Spanker. All 4 gigabytes. That's all there was. We didn't have anything else to spare. But we're back. Still in suspense over whether or not level 90 Drew got the bingo. I was taking a look and I can't see any bingo cards that have a legit bingo on them. So I think level 90 Drew just called it too soon. So we are still playing bingo. It's still in flight, you could say. I'm just glad that my internet is back from the dead because that makes a big difference. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Australia's internet did get spanked. To be fair, it doesn't take much. Australia's internet is kind of held up by toothpicks, gaffer tape, and a couple of hopes and dreams. In the words of John Bon Jovi, we are living on a prayer. Bloody cup of tea's trying to kill me. So yeah, not sure what it is about our internet here. It's pretty unstable at the best of times. Australia is not the best country to be streaming from. Ginjiro2436, first time viewer here. Hello from France. Hello France, French people. Yeah, Mamu is hip is also from French land, whatever you want to call it. Actually, yeah, if it's not called France, what would you want to call your country? Always lovely to have another international viewer. We are going to be actually jumping in with some gameplay in just a moment. We're just hanging out while people complete the Wordle, and then we are going to be jumping into the first game of the stream, which is Glitch Spanker. Just wanted to give people a chance to get back into the live stream, given how badly it died. TNT PvP, hey, you're kind of sick right now, so don't know how much you're going to chat. Probably just going to look a bit. No worries, mate. Just appreciate you being here. Hope your cat is doing all right and that things have not gone downhill since the last update that you posted in the Discord. Hope he's doing okay. Level 90 Druid, I was asking in there, what are you under a different name on the bingo? Because I don't see a bingo card called Level 90 Druid. So what name, you're under enter your name. Okay. You are, where did I see it? I did see it there. Enter your name. So I don't see a 5 in a row on here. Need a full row, either horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. I can see you've got 3 in a couple of spots, but I don't see a full 5 just yet. So there's a couple of extra ones that you'll need on there to qualify. So we haven't got a full bingo just yet. Silly Shaman, streaming from Australia is hard because you have to glue the computer to the ceiling because otherwise it falls. You also have to connect the cables upside down because, little known fact, the internet is actually a liquid. That's why it will adopt to the form of whatever you transmit it through, whether that be through a cable or through the air itself. Also, by that theory, it also means that the internet is a cat, which I truly believe, because cats are liquid, ergo internet is cats. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not sure what you're going to do with that information, but you've got it. Solokissin is redeeming a free space. Unfortunately, we didn't get the chance to make it. Oh, it's still up for grabs. It is still up for grabs. Solokissin, what space are you redeeming? What would you like? And remember, because that's been called, the tile redeem something is now also called. Solokissin is redeeming only made one game. The question is Solokissin also calling bingo? Look, where is Solokissin on here? There, okay, perfect. Yes, they have done, they've got a bingo. There it is. Steam Deck compatible, has a demo. Release date was after 2020. We had only made one game and the store page has gifts. That is a bingo. Congratulations. First one of the month goes to Solokissin and they score 1 point for that one. 5 by 5, 1 point. Nicely done. All right, well, we can clear out all of those. The bingo is done and now we can play some actual games. I'm going to pray to the internet gods that it doesn't die again. Also, I just realized that I had not been recording this entire time. So, hello, YouTube. Hello, everyone. This is going to possibly end up in a video later. Say hi, everyone, in the chat, because you might appear in a video. You never know. Welcome. It's Wheel of Misfortune. We're organized, I swear. We're playing Glitch Spanker. Let's get in it. I'm a professional, I swear. Okay, well, we launched in windowed mode. That's fun. Epilepsy warning. Game is fascinating, rapid changing images, other visual effects that may potentially trigger seizures for people with photosensitive epilepsy. If you or someone playing the game's history of seizures, yeah, okay, that's pretty standard stuff. Can we enlarge that? Good. The saga so far. As a 12-year-old gamer in the 90s, your curiosity was ignited when your mum brought home a new game you weren't allowed to play. Big Booty Slapper 6. It beckons to you. Why is it off limits? What secrets does it hold? Isn't spanking butts a punishment? So many questions, and they need to be answered. So you waited. You waited long hours until your parents were deep asleep. Then, with the stealth of a ninja, you retrieved the game and set it up in the sanctuary of your bedroom. As the computer hummed to life, anticipation mingled with a strange sense of dread. Finally, your questions might be answered. But why do you have such a bad feeling about it? I think we've all got mixed feelings about Big Booty Slapper 6. Also gonna just bump the volume up a little bit for you guys. There's some quiet piano in the background there. Committing a little atrocities against humanity. That is an amazing loading screen. 10 out of 10. Best tutorial tip I've ever seen. Commit atrocities against humanity. And we are straight into it. No title screen, no nothing. Oh, wait, this is the title screen because we have the option to quit the game. What is that music? And it is actually playing from the boombox. Hell yeah. Okay, this is actually nailing the 90s aesthetic. With my favorite game of all time, Immortal Kombat. Get over here, Undying. Classic fart. An air-raising adventure. 65 million years of gas. No, that's what America wants. The Legend of Leek. Seasoned through time. And Back to the Present. Those are some top references. Also, is this a custom Oh yes, Big Booty Slapper song. Makes sense. Okay, do we have... Oh, we do have some menu items. Okay, that's a lot of resolutions. We'll take the best one you have. Thank you. Oh no. Oh, uh-oh. No, we will not keep that change because that's bad. That's not how the resolution works at all. Maybe if we did it in full screen, it would work better. Hang on. Please don't break. Okay, yes, good. That's actually centered. Can we do a good resolution, please and thank you? Yes. Okay, there we go. Now we're in business. That was a little bit concerning when it was not even willing to be in the center of the screen. We are going to drop that field of view down just a little bit. VSync on, good. Motion blur off, good. Thank you. These devs know what they're doing. Frame rate cap 120, everything on high end, excellent. Spunk intelligence is intellectual. Your choices are good, smart, and genius. I don't know what that affects, but I love that it's there. Also, we do have borderless. You guys missed out. Unfortunate. Subtitles on by default. Thank you. This was created by someone who knows what they're doing. Except they do unfortunately have some overlap going on there, but that's fine. It does have controller support. But I love that it's styled in that way. Sorry, I'm just going to drop the sensitivity down a little. And then we should be good to go. Oh yeah, now I actually feel in control. Fantastic. Hi, fish tank. What's happening? Yeah, indeed. Picture of my mum. They've really got a detail. She looks great. Oh, such high resolution. Oh god, a Furby. Or in this case, a Murdy, which I think is 100% right. Those things are always little creepy buggers. Staring at you from across the room. Doesn't look like anything is actually interactable. It's just really well designed. Ah, classic TV ads as well. 1-800-555 Math Man. Bad at math? I'll do your math for you. Any and all math. Ah, the aesthetic is good, but we've got a game to play. So let's go play Big Booty Slapper 6. Because let's face it, 1 through 5 weren't really worth it. Thank you. Yes, we'll start the timer now because we're actually through the menus. We'll get into it. Holy cow, there's 1 billion players online. That's incredible. And moving the mouse moves the mouse on the actual mouse pad down the bottom there. Look at that. Attention to detail. All right, we're going to X to zoom. Pain Frame OS. Your Booty Slapper 6.exe has run into a problem. It needs to restart. A new app has been installed. Well, yeah, that's not how that normally goes. Would you like to restart Booty Slapper 6.exe with the glitchspanker.exe antivirus software? No. Your blue screen of death.exe has ran into a problem and needs to restart. Red screen of death.exe has been installed. Would you like to install glitchspanker.exe antivirus to fix it? Yes or heck yes. If you try to contact tech support, I will be very angry. I mean, the company will be really, really upset, so don't even try. Heck yes, it is. That is such a great way to start things off. We have a text.txt. Can I open it? No. Pics? No. Oh, we've got defrag on there. Then we have secret pics. Whoopsie-doodie, they made a mistake. Okay. Fugglepuss tracker, dad crying.wav, dire flatulence.wav. I would play that if I could. But they've managed to even inject humor into a loading bar, which is pretty impressive. Also, the D drive is the big D drive. Alright, what happens when we restart? How corrupt are we getting? Oh no, it's just the game. Okay. With a button to wishlist on Steam. Very meta. Enter Spanker HQ. Commando console. Oh, you know a game is legit when you start it up and it opens up command prompt. It's how you know you're in for a great game. And you're also going to be making someone else some money with Bitcoin. Richard, you got a Furby when you were a kid during the height of the Furby craze. Gave it away to a friend that refused to take it back when he realized he didn't want it. I don't think anyone ever really actively wanted a Furby. You just ended up with one. Right, WASD to move. Left to look and spank. Wow, that is very wibbly wobbly, isn't it? But I also love that this is like an object in the world rather than just being a UI element. That's pretty cool. Okay. Why do I feel like I've just entered something in Star Wars? Alright, let's go. Let's spanker! My spanker is indeed glitchy. Waiting. New soul registered. Please proceed to Spanker HQ Tour. Oh. That wasn't there a second ago. Okay. Very cool. How can I intercept users without being detected? I need a way to route users to the emulator. I found an old unused startup sequence. I think I can hook the login protocols to it. Ah, destructible environment, I see. Fantastic. Okay, this game might actually be peak. And then it has like code on the pieces as they dissolve. That's a nice touch. Okay, cozy. Basically, big. Oh, well, we're here for Big Booty Slapper, so I think we have to go check that out, right? Just make our way across there. We do have a jump. Very floaty jump. Error. Unable to load initializer for Big Booty Slapper 6. EXE missing. Connection lost. Oh no. I mean, I should be slightly more concerned about everything going on, but I'm sure it's fine. How bad could it be, right? Well, that's all broken as well. This game doesn't look to be particularly good. Hello. I'm sorry. That's completely unnecessary and I love it. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. The heavenly choir comes in as you approach the hand. Why do more games not do things like this? It's completely unnecessary, but adds so much personality to it. Oops, I broke it. Well, this is the only place we can go. Oh, I don't have the bingo leaderboard visible. You're right. Okay, sorry. Let me fix that real quick. Leaderboard visible. There you go. Duns. All right. Well, the only place we can go is the exit, which I'm assuming won't work.
Welcome, new user. This is your Spanker HQ. It's your new digital home to return to between hard drive scans. Use the level selector to access any unlocked segments of your journey. Revisit choices. Discover alternatives. Explore and scan your entire hard drive to reveal all paths. By scanning and breaking objects, you earn Spanker shards.
Okay, so it encourages destruction, like it.
Booty Slapper 6. Use them to rebuild this space. Decorate. Expand. Unlock secrets left behind by
Spanker HQ is what I call my room.
Ownership of the HQ.
I mean, to be fair, I think that's the in-joke here.
Use the level selector and begin your first scan to seek out viruses. Loading the real Spanker HQ.
Okay.
Good luck, human.
I think there's maybe a little more it could have done with setting up the plot, but I also think it's perfectly fine for what it is. I don't think it wants to go too heavy on that. There's character cards to collect? What? I do worry that maybe this game is having a slight identity crisis where it doesn't actually know what kind of game it is. There's a shiny thing down there. Ooh, rare and legendary collection. Currently completely empty. Okay, there's an art gallery, main repair room, and there's unlockable hands as well. Can I interact with this? I can. My special stick. Use the spankulator in HQ to customize it. Okay. So yes, there are others, but we've not discovered any of them yet. So we have character customization in a way. Slap effects. Boosh. Swirl. Sting. Rain boosh. Swirlbow. Pain. Lightning. Okay. There's going to be a lot here. Where do we start? Level selector, I guess. This is honestly one of the most interesting looking level selection menus I think I've ever seen. Very neat. Program start. Oh, we're back here again, but different. Find and spank the virus. Well, if you insist. Do you reckon that might be it? Hard to tell. It's a photo of the room with the photo of the room with the photo of the room. God, they didn't hold back on this, did they? They went, you know what? Let's just be as silly as possible. Ah, you are the virus. Gotcha. Yay! You spanked a virus. Okay. That was 103 million lines of code, apparently. I feel like this isn't particularly efficient.
What was that? Who are you? Did you just spank me?
Probably, yes. Find and spank the virus. Is it you? I think it's you. You win! You found him. Okay.
What is wrong with you, man? That thing hurts! Who sent you?
I sent me. Where are you, little virus?
Ouch!
Oh, there you are. Okay, so they can inhabit anything. He's getting sneaky, huh? You. Nope. Why does this feel like the is it cake challenge? Hey, you. Oh, too obvious. Not you again? Nope. The camera. Can't kill the camera. Hey.
You missed me. Oh wait, no, you didn't.
No.
Ah!
You missed me. No, you didn't. The voice actor fully is committed to the bit.
Oh, it's you. Who would have guessed?
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll just smash our way through all of this then. I can't destroy that for whatever reason. So some things you can destroy, some things you can't. I think, at the moment at least, it's not a very clear visual distinction
Notice
to click on it.
Down here, it's all code, Toots. Everything you break on your way to murder me only breaks your precious booty slapping game more.
No, I think I'm doing the right thing here. You have to dismantle things so that you can rebuild them. Also, yeah, that looks just slightly out of place.
It's just me versus you. Player.
An actual animation?
Bring it.
What? What is this game? It just went full anime. Things may be getting interesting. No kidding. Oh. Oh, okay. Error log. Player character does not exist. Attempting map reload. File corrupted. Loaded old version of map. Tracking spunk. Okay. Tracking player. Fail. Okay. Proceed to toggle free cam to freeze time and to get around obstacles. What? Okay, but it doesn't... Just lets me look around. Proceed to toggle free cam to freeze time to get... Okay, yeah, found that. But it always puts you back where you were.
Where'd you go? I can't see you. Or track your location anymore.
Okay, so I can do this. Although it's free cam, I can't go through surfaces. It's just basically a little flight mode. But I don't also seem to be able to interact with anything. Oh, I can hack.
It's like you went off the map and just stopped existing.
Okay.
I gotta find you before I get in trouble.
I say it won't work alone. I need outside help. If he gets out, it's all over. I can't let him find me. I have to save the others. Well, unfortunately, those buttons don't do anything. Okay. There's some really interesting ideas at play here.
The programmers above. The
Found him on the first try. Do not stray from the path, but I want to.
Man, you don't know.
So I can do that just to get a bit of a look around. I can examine my own butt. Oh, look at that. Yeah, there's a decent amount of butt going on there. Nice. But I can't actually interact with anything else.
You look at me and think, ew, that guy's freaking ugly. I gotta kill it. I understand.
I just realized what this reminds me
I
of.
think the same every morning when I look in the mirror.
This was definitely written by someone that loves Rick and
I'm not
Morty.
all bad. Just get to know me. Maybe we stop the spanking, stop the attempted murder, see where things go.
So can do.
Maybe have some adventures. Maybe some romance. Fall in love. Have my first kiss. My first friend. My first consensual spank.
Oh, spanks, the consensual spanks.
Yeah. So, like, go through the friend door. Let's see where things go.
That seems like... Oh, hello. Top secret content. And it was literally just saying the word secret. What? Yeah, it does sound like a Rick and Morty character. I'm not insane. It's a secret over here. Yeah, that's how you get through locks. Easy peasy. I also label my secrets as a secret. New collectible found, little honey. I like how you totally murdered that poor thing in cold blood. Unfortunately, they seem to like it. So now that little fella's going to crash at your place and you can't get rid of it. Anyways, Little Honey has unlocked the I'm Your Friend song at the Spanker HQ speaker system so you can listen to it all the time. That's right, you played the game and unlocked a sick new item. Put it in storage. Which would be... Wow. That looks legit. Sorry. If I go flight mode? It did it. Okay. But what's down the not friend way? Who knows? Oh, faux, sad face. Well...
Oh, okay. I guess I assumed you could read.
No, I can't.
They both do start with F. But this is the faux door. Faux?
Oh, like enemy. Yeah, no, I'm doing the right thing.
Oh, so you want to fight, huh? Kill the ugly guy. Spank him till he's dead. Well, I hate to break it to you, but I've been there before. I'm not so easy to get rid of. Good luck not starving to death in that tiny room with no exit. You fool! Fucking dang it, stupid.
Yeah,
just been friends.
I think I found you.
Oh, jeez.
I love that he actually talks there. There's a secret somewhere. Top secret content. I must have it. Give it to me. I am hacking. Hacker mode. Because I'm the hacker man. I get all the secrets. It's a battle axe? Axe keychain. Who doesn't like wiggly bits hanging off their stick? Well, this one comes with a danger blade. Note, the company cannot be held responsible for any damage to the user. The user deals with the blade attachment. That's right. You played the game and unlocked a sick new item. We're gonna put it on now. Oh my god, you can barely see it. It's hanging off the actual hand. And it does not cast a shadow. Game, you just lost a point. That's so disappointing. The hand has a shadow, but the Danger Blade does not. Shame on you. Please add more shadows. I need my FPS to drop even lower. It's all unstable. Alright, well, I think we're good here. Oh, I could open that door. Maybe? No. Alright, well, let's go then. Time to spank a virus. Bonk. Get spanked. You're in for it now, buddy.
Sorry, pal. Your road ends here. I'm a black belt in the art of self-defense from the School of Online Defense.
That tracks. That tracks.
I only failed the 3-hour children's course 5 times. So I'm pretty good. Bring it.
You ever get to that point where you start to feel a little bad about it? Like, there's nothing else here for me to interact with, I say, as I just smash out one of the lights. Hi, buddy. It's your turn now. I missed. Get it off! Angry little thing, aren't you? Do I need to hit you from behind?
I was too good for you. I'm way too skilled to let.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Introducing a new mechanic. It's not just hide and seek anymore. Find and spank him. Error. Unable to connect to system. Current location unknown. Contact admin to reconnect. No, I'm quite happy being here on my own. Get more sticky hands. There's evidently a lot of places where the game's like, oh, you know, you can go here, but we're going to pretend that this is off limits or something. Get to get through to there then, huh? Huh? Alright, can I go up here? Ah, heck yeah. Easy hack. Oh, such easy hacking. Just as easy as the slapping. Call me Slap Man because I'm here to slap. Oh, what critical slap? Skillful. Cool. Don't know what that's all about. Wonder how many layers this game has to it.
You guessed wrong. What an idiot.
I'm gonna slap you.
Don't look over this way.
I'm gonna slap you as soon as you finish talking.
I'm definitely not in this.
Gotcha. You're getting bigger. Okay.
So you think spanking is just all fun
Whoa.
and games, huh? Easy to spank others when you're not the one being spanked.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's see how it feels. An eye for an eye. Cheek spank for cheek spank.
We're fighting back now, I see. Don't spank. Fragile.
Over here.
I'm not getting over that. Secret.
Secreto.
Guys, I think it might be a secret. Hard to tell.
Hey.
Oh dear.
Himitsu.
Strack, how you doing? How are my holidays? Very brief. Holidays have been good overall, but unfortunately it's peak hay fever season over here at the moment, so I've just been struggling my way through for the last month and a bit. How are you? Hopefully you've had a good break. Ooh, we have a new spring stick. Wacky, wavy, flailing spank stick of ultimate spankdom. You like it wild? You like it crazy? Well, this is all that and more. We'll put it on now. Yeah! Look at it wobble. Yeah, slap you. I'll slap whatever comes close to me. Can't tell me what to do. I am the king of slaps.
Ooh,
See?
I could feel that one. I see the handprint left on your cute little
Sounds like
hiney
it's
already.
coming from over here somewhere. Ah, it was you. The only one that's not holding a thing. Excellent. I love the random stats as well.
This level to get rid of you. These are the tears of previous players. And maybe some of my own. You'll never find me in time. And you'll have to destroy your booty game while you search. Whoa, whoa. Hey now. I hope you remember every time you break something, you're destroying a vital piece of code. Destroy everything and you won't have a game left to play. You dingleberry.
Oh, it is actually filling up.
You just have no self-control, do you? You're just a wild...
Hang on a sec. I can use that to pause and have a little look around. I think there's maybe a secret through that way. Oh, but I can't get through doors. Interesting. At least use it to scout a little bit. Could be in there. That looks sus. We're going back.
Self-control.
Go.
You're spank crazy.
I am spank crazy. Nothing you can do about it. You can't stop me. You wish you could.
You know, you're just making
really?
the
It's none
devs
of you?
terribly sad. Breaking all their hard work without a second thought.
Oh, for sure.
Do you have any idea how many hours went into making the booty physics? Ah,
got him.
Oh wait, no you didn't.
All right. Yeah, this game is ticking all the right boxes for something absolutely insane. What?
You're too late, fool. My ritual is already complete. I have ascended.
Spooky.
It's too late for you. You might as well turn the game off and leave me in peace. My soul has already escaped, and I am immortal.
You even have a soul? You're a virus. Do viruses have souls? I'm gonna say no. But what if I also ascend? I can't slap the circle. My slapping skills are not that good. Okay, no, there's nothing down there. Like, well, if I was gonna hide a secret, down here would be the best place to do so. But no. Ah. Yeah, that looks like it might do it. Leap of faith, you reckon? Yeah. Huh. Have a nice fall, you ignorant loser. Secret.
This is the
Found it.
secret of it.
Alien sympathy, what an interesting thing to join into. Yeah, you came in at the perfect time. Welcome to Glitch Spanker. It's weird. Percussive maintenance. Yeah, that's what's called when you slap the side of the monitor. And we got... Ooh, a new collectible pentagram hand. Oh, unholiest of holy molies, hear our angst-filled cries. Let us show our parents our darkness inside. And that is not a phase, Mum. Emo for life. Yeah, we'll put that on. It's definitely not a phase. Well, the only way is down, so... Up. Whee! Yeah, I thought that might happen. We don't have health, so can't exactly just die. So, should I just hang out here for a hot sec? See what happens? No? I can't hit any of the little candle things. Well, apparently that worked. I think he was one of the candles. Okay. That's a lot of things that I would need to hit. What? Oh god, when you run, it goes really wibbly wobbly. No, hey, did I test the door? Fuke, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Congratulations to the recipient, who was Allium, who just joined the stream. What perfect timing. Congratulations. Allium, if you're not familiar with what's going on here, make sure to go check out the Discord. As a member, you're able to submit games for these streams. So take advantage of that. Submit some weird stuff. Like this. Alright, go get him. Slap everything. Oh, there he is. He's trying to run.
Stupid invisible wall.
Gotcha. Sorry, bud. 105 spanks. Average breath count, 17.6 breaths. Why do we use these stupid stats? Oh my gosh.
You thought you could kill me? I once
what
won
is...
a game of solitaire.
Are we suddenly doing tower defense?
People think they can survive anything, but I can survive anything even more. Get ready for a stream of
I apparently have some. I have $800. Okay. Spunk Spanker, short range melee but deals medium AoE damage. Plunger Tower, fast firing rate but lower damage. Ooh, let's have 800. Let's start with one of these. This is bizarre. Sure.
I didn't realize you'd be allowed to prepare. That doesn't seem very fair.
Oh my god.
It kind of looks intimidating, you know?
This 100% is Rick and Morty. What is happening?
Get him!
Get up.
Fight him!
Wow, that did nowhere near enough damage. Well, that got through. Nothing I can do about it. Oh, there we go. I got some money. Quick, put another one down. Get him. No, just let him run past. That's fine, I guess. Fine.
At Fuchs Card Expo donated $5 Canadian to the war funds. I cannot give gifts to specific people, and that makes me sad. That voice is annoying.
Fuchs, if you want, I can change it to a different voice, but they're all annoying, unfortunately. But thank you very much, Fuchs. You're right. Gifts don't go to specific people, they just go to random people in the community. So Allium got super lucky with that landing on there. And thank you again, Fuchs, for supporting the channel. You're an absolute freaking legend, mate. Alright, well, I don't have enough money to buy anything, so let's go. Get him. Perfect. Okay. Oh, hang on. Is that? No, that's actually just dead things on the ground. I can't pick it up. Ooh, he's got a lot of health. We'll put a plunger tower down here. Get him. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Spinners or Spimmers, welcome. We're playing Glitch Spanker, which is pretty much as nonsensical as it sounds. This is wild.
Can't you take it easy on me? How can I fight dirty when you have all the advantages? All right, I have an idea. Get ready for your big booty to pounce.
Can I say no? Also, I'm just going to save up and get the firewall tower and pop it down. Oh, Lord. You know what? Never mind.
It's like a baby spunkling, but it's bigger and has more health. Sometimes I frighten even myself with my genius.
They're chairs. It's a toilet chair? Is that really what we're fighting here? This game has some weird ideas on things. Full credit for its inventiveness, though. Oh god, are we even going to be able to kill that? I can't sell towers. Well, let's hope these will do enough damage, because I've got nothing else. I think we'll be okay. There we go. Once the 2 towers were shooting at it, we were good. Alright, well, we can make that go faster. But yeah, they just suddenly included a full tower defense game with a Minecraft avatar in the corner.
I'm done with this. I don't like games when I can't cheat and win. It's not fair. I'm Audi 9000.1. Take over the game, Mini Spunk AI Brain. Let me know if you kick his butt.
That was... Oh, we got another secret. I know we're out of time, so I'm going to put it to the vote in a minute to see if we want to carry on or move on to something else. But what on earth is this game? A sword stick. I mean, I love it. That's cool. I hope it's still just as floppy. Forged in the dankest pits by the finest blacksmiths of the land, with the rarest and strongest metal, Spankium. This will last at least 3 spanks, probably. Heck yes. Okay, we are going to just skip for now. We continue the story, skipping the levels, challenge, and reward. I'm sure we can come back to it later. Okay, let's go back to Spank HQ for now. I thought I put my sword on. Where'd my sword go? Did I click the wrong thing? Oh, there it was. Sword. Yeah, it's... Oh god, that should not wobble like that, but it does. Oh god, it's so wobbly. Okay, we need to vote. Let me jump over to here. We're going to timer there. Over to you guys. Do you want to see more of this and just see what on earth else it does? Or are you ready to move on to something else? Cast your votes. Let's see where we want to go from here. Because this game's wild. Okay, while you're doing that, let me see if I can even put some thoughts together to figure out how I feel about this game. First of all, I love the presentation. The mix of 3D environments with voxel-style pixel graphics is a really nice aesthetic, especially because it combines it with, you know, some actual drawn flat textures. It's such a mismatch of visual styles that for a glitch-based game, it looks really good. I would say from a presentation and gameplay perspective, it's fairly simple and seems to be more narrative driven. I would have liked a little bit more from the voiceover in terms of how it's balancing the pacing of the narrative with the pacing of the gameplay. It feels like they're sometimes a little bit at odds with each other. If you compare it to something like Stanley Parable, which now I actually think is a legit comparison, a lot of the movement through that space is accompanied by narration. You're not standing in one place waiting for narration to finish unless it's a forced cutscene, which there's not too many of. In this game, I feel like I'm intentionally having to stop playing the game in order to wait for the narration to finish. So it's not as balanced as I would like it to be. I think this game definitely deserves more love than it's received, because it's got some really fun ideas, a good sense of humor, and it's been mixing up the gameplay in ways that I, as a player, was not anticipating, so it's keeping me on my toes and keeping me interested and engaged. I just think they've not quite hit the mark in terms of the comedic timing of the commentary, and I think there's a bit of room for improvement there, and I would love to see them attempt to tackle it again, because I think they've got the chops for it, especially now that they've probably, you know, had a bash at creating their first game like this. Let's see where we landed on with the vote. We voted, oh, it was pretty close, but we did land on Spin the Wheel. So that is all we're going to get to see of Glitch Spanker. Which I'm glad I got to see it, because it's got some really interesting ideas going on. And this might be one that I do a full playthrough on my own, just because I'm intrigued enough by it to see where it goes with these different mini games and things that are in there. What I missed there? Spimmers, you're intrigued by what you saw and need to know what happens after the floppy spanking sword. Well, you're going to have to go and find out yourself. There is a free demo of Glitch Spanker. I don't know how much is included, like where the demo ends, but if it even gets you close to where we got up to in the game, you're probably going to be able to figure out if it's for you or not. What else did I miss there? Yeah, Mediate, want to see more of the game yourself? Yeah, hopefully a few people are wishlisting it after this one to pick up on sale. I think it's maybe a little pricey for what it's offering, at least from the first impression they've got. It does seem that there's a lot of content here. Like, you got collectible secrets to find, customizable weapons, there's character cards to find, there's obviously unlockables that go here as well. Like, there's evidently a lot of things to find and uncover. So maybe it is worth the price. But from what I've experienced so far in this short snippet, it's hard to say if the price is justified. I think this will be one that's worth picking up on sale. Mamu, the only thing I don't like about the game is the voice from the virus. I know the VA is giving their all, but I can't with that kind of voices. Yeah, I think if you are the kind of person that just does not gel with Rick and Morty, you're probably not going to gel with this. It feels like it's taken a lot of notes from the High on Life game that's hopefully you all know is by the same people who made Rick and Morty. So I think they've definitely been inspired by it and kind of put their own twist on it in a way. But I would also say that with only one character narrating, maybe the humor isn't landing as quite as well as if you had a little bit of dialogue between the two. But then again, games like Stanley Parable, you only have the narrator and it lands the humor really, really well. Okay, I think that's where we're going to end it there. Log off back to the bedroom. And then I'm assuming there's a way to quit from here, maybe? Oh no, that's right. You quit by actually using the door to leave, which is a lovely touch. I do like when games have an immersive way to interact with their menu. All right, very cool. But this now means that we get to move on to a new game. And that means that we have a new bingo as well. So first things first, let's do the bingo wheel. Figure out what size we're going to be playing on. And then we'll change that and get everything reset. Lovely. We are moving to a 6x6. There we go. Okay, let's change this. All right, save there. Hydrolidsony, you like in the description with the AI disclaimer say they're working on replacing the AI voices. I think that's a good thing. I mean, I'm personally not super against people having used AI stuff, especially as placeholders in games. I like the fact that they're replacing it with actual talent. I think that works really well. All right, we need to scramble and clear all cards. Boom, so it'll prompt you to start a fresh one with a 6x6. And let's move back to the wheel. Games wheel. All right, and let's see what we're playing next today. Very curious by the one in there called You Are Peter Shorts. We're not playing that though. We're playing Noise. We'll double check who that's from in just a moment. Noise. Not one that I've ever... Oh, go away. I've ever heard of. Spins. Info. Noise is from Gust. Added to the wheel October this year. Gust is in the chat, so we have Game Suggester in chat. Heck yes. Okay. Great. Other routes are funnier than that one. See, that's the part that intrigues me, because they did say there was multiple endings, but it felt like I was on a very linear path there. So unless I missed something. Oh, did I say October this year? I still think it's 2025 in my head. In my heart, I still think it's 2025. But no, you're right. Sorry, October last year, technically. It was October 2025. We're now in 2026. Got to get that into my thick head. So, Noise is an unprecedented mix of rhythm game, bullet hell shoot 'em up, and a visual novel. I don't know if that's unprecedented. Bullet hell shoot 'em up and visual novel definitely is out there. Mixed with rhythm game? Maybe. Maybe. Battle of Variety? It didn't put the word unique in there, though. So, they're letting themselves down. Battle a variety of challenging and unique bosses by performing actions to the beat in order to progress through a massive anime-inspired narrative full of surprising twists and colorful characters. All right, well, I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. I think this is a weird genre mix, so go ahead and mark that one off. It does have a very positive rating. It was not released after 2020. This is from back in 2018, so that's a bit of an older game. Developer and publisher are the same. They... That's quite the profile pic. I see what you're going for. Okay. They have made more than one game. We've got Noise, Tekkens, to Stir Triangle Light Live My Heart's Reflection. I get that it's stylistic, but if you want people to be able to find your game, you need to spell it in a normal way. Two Ekans to Est Triangle Relavida is not going to be easy to find. Project Godhand as well. Ultimate tool-assisted bullshitting keyboard destruction rhythm game. This person likes rhythm games. I got it. Neat though, neat though. All right, let's watch the trailer and see what's going on here. It is 1 minute and 3 seconds, so we'll double check where it actually ends. Ooh, let's turn that down a bit. Wow. All right, so we're in portrait mode for a start, which we know the best shmups are. Eye patch, but actually with blood under it for a change. The music is pretty good. I can get behind it for a rhythm game. Needs more Hatsune Miku. Sorry, Hatsune Mike. Okay, they're showing off the character designs. Okay. Doesn't tell me much about the actual gameplay, but showing off some cute character designs, and I can get behind that. Hang on, where did that end? Ooh, you know what? I'm going to call that trailer less than a minute because that ends on the logo just before the 1 minute mark. So go ahead, mark off trailer less than a minute. You know, have an extra one because I'm feeling kind. Fuke was born in the 80s. Oh, don't worry. We've got an older population on this channel. You're not alone. Not alone. I was looking at it the other day in the YouTube stats, looking at the audience, and interesting to see that most of the demographic of this channel is like 25 plus. We don't really hit the younger demographics. Not at all. Okay, what else have we got going on here? Similar to Undertale. I mean, it's an RPG. It tells a story. It's got rhythm-based gameplay. Do we count that? Is that related or is that unrelated? I think it's actually related. Okay. 2 friends want the game, so it's been wishlisted by friends. It's been purchased by a friend. The Sundial Council have got it. I'm not sure who they are, but shout out to them for having the game. It does have partial controller support, so we'll count that. It does support additional languages. Don't know about Steam Deck compatibility. We have 94 Steam achievements, so we can mark that one off. We have a developer website and a developer YouTube. Fantastic. We have a demo. The game is more than $10. We definitely have an OST. And it is DLC as well, so we get both of those. Latan Raven, welcome. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Mamu, you're in the young demographic, I guess. Young for this channel. Young for this channel. It was unique in the description. I don't know yet. I'm about to have a look. Let's see. Unique is in the description. Featuring a lineup of 16 hard-hitting tracks, challenging boss fights with unique mechanics in each stage, deep and fun scoring mechanics that provide tens of hours of intense gameplay, several gameplay styles that you can choose between to suit the situation or your personal preference, a story in full-fledged visual novel form packed with colorful characters and surprising twists, and even dance pad support. Yeah, that's right, dance pad support. Remember those? Noise fuses its component genres to become unlike anything else you've ever played. And yes, it was up here as well, unique bosses. So we do have unique in the description. Raven, your friend's game Jack was 9%. Yeah, I saw you posting about it in the Discord. It looks interesting. I haven't had a chance to like properly go through and look at the trailer or anything yet, but I saw some of the screenshots that you shared. Looks pretty cool. All right, anything else that we need to look for here? There were no gifts in the description. We don't get that one. The other related games down the bottom are Muse Dash. Yeah, I can see the similarity here. Yunyu Syndrome, Rhythm something, long name game. Sister Other Paranoia, which looks like a visual novel. And The House in Fata Morgana, which I think I have heard about, which I think is another visual novel. Yeah, okay, interesting. So I would say that the related games are related. They actually nailed it. Oh, and of course we do have less than 200 reviews as well. Oh, has it been updated? Good question. Let's have a look. Yes, new engine update, story and accessibility update, anniversary update, performance update. Yeah, absolutely, it's been updated. Okay. There's also a mobile version of this game called Noise Starlight. I mean, I love that they're doing that. Also, yes, we need more rhythm games on mobile. I mean, it's already in the right like screen size, so why would you not? But I also love how by having these as vertical slices, like in portrait mode, it means that the preview down the bottom here gets absolutely distorted to heck. All right, let's get this purchased. I'm putting you guys over to the holding screen. Get it purchased and downloading and go from there. Have a crack at the Wordle while I get this done. You guys are putting my poor wallet through the ringer today. Just luck of the draw, though. Okay. Beautiful. We'll see what the file size is in a second. Not particularly big by the look of things. Done already. 645 megabytes, but let's see what the installed file size is. Is 680 megabytes, so not more than a gigabyte. No luck on that one. Pancake Sparkle, I like audio as a guest. That's very on point. Gray's been doing Wordle on Discord recently. I didn't even know you could do that on Discord. Maybe we should add that into our server. It's like Reservoir Dogs meet someone's drug trip in Vegas. That sounds odd, to say the least. Reservoir Dogs meet someone's drug trip in Vegas. But it sounds like it could be fun. Also, I just realized, apologies to anyone over on Twitch. I was accidentally only looking at the YouTube chat, not the Twitch one as well. Have I missed anything over there? Probably. Yeah, I did. I missed a whole bunch of things from Sky. I'm so sorry. And Maple Treeway as well. What did I miss there? Saying... Publisher has a lot around AI, though. No Players Online, for example, has undisclosed generative AI use. Publisher kind of didn't care. I might be misremembering, but I feel like that game was released at a time where people were still kind of experimenting with AI and people's stances on it hadn't been fully formed yet. So they probably just thought, we'll mess around with it, get away with it. Still kind of sucks, but, you know, early days, people were doing weird stuff. Oh, released last October? I feel like I heard about that game years ago. Maybe I'm gaslighting myself. Hey, we got the Wordle. It was local. Well done. All right, go ahead and mark off your tile for that one. And we will be able to jump into a new game. And I apologize in advance because rhythm games are not my strong point, but we're going to do the best we can with it. Let's get into it. Noise. It was a full release. There was a freeware version back in 2019, which makes the AI usage. Okay, that's probably where my mind is at, because I feel like the video I saw from, and I'm pretty sure it was Markiplier that played the game, was back when it was on itch.io, I think. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. All right. Well, that's a very tiny window. Ah, yes. Oh, we need more games to do this. Absolutely understand why it appears in portrait mode at that resolution. 100% makes sense. But when you go windowed mode, it adds art onto the sides instead of just being black bars. That's amazing. I love it. Fixed Card Expo, what's the redeem something bingo about? If someone uses points to redeem something, like a free space or adding or removing something from the bingo, that is a redemption, and therefore that tile gets marked as well. So, for example, if someone uses free space, it marks off both whatever their free space is and redeems something as well. Anime girl borders, several pixel art games do that. I don't know, but we need more games to do it. The number of games I play that just have black bars on the side, like, it's kind of boring. You could do more with it. And this game is doing exactly that. They're doing more with it. Take it this isn't a correct resolution. I'm going to go with no. Press Z to start. Okay. That's loud. All right, we're turning that right down. Okay. Let's get Larry up in this. Feels appropriate. Int. Well, we have no settings. At least not yet. Blaster. Tap to the beat. The standard noise gameplay experience. Follow the beat and tap to shoot or shield. Recommended for players comfortable with rhythm elements. Well, that'll be me. All right, we're starting the timer because we're straight in the game. There were no settings. But we do have a dialogue box. I don't think we've got currency, at least not that I can see yet, but we've got dialogue box. Unfortunately, if you had any setting related tiles, too bad. I'm gonna check. No, escape doesn't do anything. Okay. The perfect piece of music, just sound in our ears. What really makes it any different from the average song? Can any music truly be considered superior to all others? Is that something someone can even obtain or create? Oh, it was fine on stream. It was super loud on my side. Like, I've dropped this down to like 20%. Let me know if it should still be fine on your guys' side. But let me know if it's too quiet now and I'll mess around with it. Unrelated, but I want to speak about how abysmally the SMT3 magic damage formulas are. Feel free, rant away, my friend, rant away. What else did I miss there? As one of my favorite streamers has said, streaming is dynamic. Sound is dynamic for sure. It was a bit loud for you earlier. Yeah, I think it's good at the moment. Sounds okay. I will find it. I'll do whatever it takes. For you, for us, for everyone. Sounds fine now? Good. Thanks for confirming. Appreciate it. Ah, crap. I've been at the arcade for over 4 hours now. Should probably be getting home soon. As I say that, I shove another credit into the game. Hey, nobody in line behind me to complain. So, it's okay, right? This arcade hasn't been doing very well recently, so it could use the support or something. Whatever. I continue playing until inevitably the place starts closing down and get cut off mid-game. Alright, cool. So we are standard nerd. Got kicked out. Well, better get home if I want to get any sleep at all. This looks like they've actually taken a photo of a place and then put a pixel filter over it rather than creating a pixel art scene from scratch. That's interesting. The roads back home are quiet and calm, as you'd expect in the dead of night. Everything seems a peculiar shade of blue, though. Is it fog? What was... We're immediately getting into a dance battle. Let's go. Okay. Is this tutorial good? Can I understand this? Basic mechanics tutorial. Demeng 1, 145 beats per minute. Special C-Style Lab Blaster Style. Initiate. Shot. Start battle. Shield. Options menu. I think shield is X. Restrictions. Basic styles only. Well, so far... Not sure. Does it count for the pixel art tile? Yeah, it does. Go ahead and mic off pixel art. We, for sure got pixel art. Noise materializing tutorial. All right. Oh, here we go. Avoid enemy bullets. Use the directional controls to stay out of harm's way. Only the heart can be hurt, so dodge with confidence. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's closer to Undertale than I thought. For sure. If you get hit, you'll lose a life. You have a total of 5 lives. You can keep playing with 0 lives, but you'll have almost no attack power. Why would you then? Does the options menu have any settings? We couldn't find an options menu, so sorry, Pancake Sparkle, this one's gonna suck. Also, nearly everything has its peak. Oh, Guy does things on his SMT3 rant. Okay. Dodge things. Objective, take 2 or fewer hits. Got it. 2, 1. Okay. Cool. I don't know why I'm playing as a little cat thing, given that I don't think that's what I actually am. But that's cool. Ooh. Big old lasers. Okay, I like that the attacks are like properly synced in time with the music. That's cool. Seems like I made it in time. Are you okay? Hello, person from the art on the left-hand side of the screen, but looking substantially less happy to be here. This won't, you won't survive like that. Take this noise and fight back. Keep on shooting. Tap the shot button to the beat to attack. To maximize your damage, try to shoot on every beat. Be careful with your timing. If you mash the button, you'll lose combo and your power will be reduced. Okay, so the rhythm mechanic comes in not necessarily just from dodging attacks, but from actually shoot as well. Okay. Ibitu, can I remove tile from my bingo board somehow? You can't remove a tile from your bingo board? Oh, shoot. I just saw Mediate successfully redeemed bingo. I missed that. Didn't hear the notification. Sorry. Mediate has called bingo. But to answer your question, Buto, you can't remove a tile, but you can call for a free space to just mark it off straight away. Or alternatively, if there's one that keeps causing you trouble, you can spend points to remove it completely from the mix of possible tiles, which is always fun. Let's have a look at Mediate's bingo, because they've called it. You can't. Mediate has called bingo, and this is what they've got. We have lives. Ooh, do we have lives? Yes, they said you run out of lives in the previous bit, so good call. We've got lives. Would you have controller compatibility release date after 2020? Are we sure? I thought it was before. It's before 2020. Sorry, Mediate. Hate to do that to you. But it was released in 2018, not after 2020. Unless someone called a free space and I missed it. Did someone call a free space for that tile and I did not see it earlier? Mamu just says, oh. Oh no. Let's double check the others. Trailer less than a minute is correct. Additional languages is correct. Steam Deck compatible is correct. But unfortunately, release date is not after 2020, so I can't award a bingo, but it means we get to keep playing. Hydrolitsony is calling for a free space. Which space are you calling? Are you helping Matey 8 or are you helping yourself? Hydrolitsony, which tile are you calling for? Sonic Kissin, just noticed you're not on the bingo leaderboard. Ah, why not? Thought I added you on there, but evidently it didn't save. No, Sky... Hang on, wait a second. Sonic Kissin did get the first one, yeah. I will fix that in a second. Let me just double check. Hydrolitsony wants to give him the bingo. Okay, we're calling it. Release after 2020 is the free space, which means Mediate gets the bingo. Hydrolitsony, you are a very generous and kind person. Thank you. You may not have won bingo, but you have a moral victory. And honestly, is that not just as important? Or perhaps even more so? You got the moral victory, and that makes a difference. Which means Mediate gets 2 points. Unless, I'm going to throw this one. We've never done this before. Mediate, would you like to give one of your points to Hydrolitsony? Because you got 2 points for getting the 6x6. You can either keep the 2 points, or I would let you split it 50-50 if you would like to. Totally up to you. And now I'm putting them into a moral quandary. Can they say in front of everyone, no, I'm keeping the points for myself? This is how social manipulation starts, everybody. This is how it starts. You prey on people's sense of morals. Oh, and now we've got an issue because Hydrolitany's saying keep the points, whereas Mediate's like, no, I want to share. Now how are we going to resolve this? I reckon that was a cooperative bingo. I'm going to say you both deserve a point there. In fact, you know what? I'm feeling generous because Mediate agreed to share to begin with, but also because Hydrolitany was so generous. What we're going to do is I'm going to give the full 2 points to Mediate and 1 bonus point to Hydrolitany as well for being an awesome person. I think that keeps it as fair as possible. And I want to reward people for being kind and generous because, let's be honest, we need more of that in today's day and age. So, well deserved, in my opinion. And that will give me a chance to put everybody's names onto the bingo as well. Yeah, exactly. It's super wholesome. We need more of that. So, Matey 8 in the lead with 2 points. Solid Kitten with 1 point. And I'll take that out of there with 1 point as well. There we go. That feels right. All right, we can wipe the bingo boards clean. That's all done. And we can just get back into the game. Nicely done. I actually thought for a bit there that we weren't going to get a bingo out of that. Allium, love wholesome community moments. Same. And honestly, I'm very grateful that on the whole, our community is super wholesome, generous, just filled with kind people talking about things they love. If you're only 1 bingo per game, yes. So 1 bingo per game that we feature on the stream, but we might do multiple bingos over the course of the entire stream. All right, so I need to shoot on the beat. Got it. Let's see how badly I can do this. Hit the opponent 16 times. Quite a fast pace to start with, like the first one. Okay, well, we nailed that. Hydrology, be right back. All the piggies are giving me the stink eye now. I need to be a dutiful cleanup made with some fur balls. Take the time, go and look after your pets. It's like this community and this channel has just attracted a lot of very good-natured people, and I love that. We aren't doing where you can call blackout after then. No, we did do that originally, but we never got a blackout. The original perk we had for getting a blackout was that you could submit any game to the stream, but we never got there. So instead what we've done is we've made that a point redemption reward. So it's still possible to do that. We've just changed how you do it. All right. Shield to cheat death. Tap the shield button and for 1 beat you'll be immune to blue attacks and receive a huge speed boost. You can keep tapping shield on every beat to stay protected, but watch out for red attacks which will hurt you even while shielded. Good to know. All right. Okay, that's tricky. Ah! All right, I'm mistiming that. I need to get better at it. Okay, okay. So there's times where I need to be hitting Z and X at the same time to basically shield just for a beat when I move through. Fixed Card Expo, is there a way to figure out everything you can redeem points for? Yes, you should be able to use a command, or it's linked in the description, I can't remember which, that will take you to the points store on the Streamlabs site, and then you can see everything that you can use points for. All right, let's try that again. Nope. Because you still have to do that on the beat, which is tricky. Okay. That's going to take some practice. Because I'm used to playing games where you can just shield whenever you need to, but having to time the shield on the beat as well, that's going to be tricky. There's a high skill ceiling to this, which I appreciate. Songs are broken up into verses. In each verse, the boss life bar will restock, but so will your lives. Deplete at every verse to get an A. Once enemy life hits 0%, you enter overflow mode, where difficulty is increased, but even higher grades can be achieved. How does it end? Welcome to verses. Okay, so you could go through the verses. You basically want to kill it before the verse ends. Make sense? This is going to require some concentration. Yeah, wrong time. Okay, so I have to go that way. Got it. Okay, starting to get the hang of it. Streamer forced to lock in and actually pay attention? Maybe. This is tricky, okay? This is tricky. It's a very interesting mechanic. If there was a way to rebind controls, I'd pick this up immediately. I almost feel like it might be better with mouse controls and left and right click, but I could be very wrong on that. I'm sure they played around with a bunch of different control schemes or use, you know, what's generally accepted by the community. So that there's a sense of familiarity for people coming to the game. But I could see that with like mouse controls, but then you've got to account for how movement affects things as well, because it's freeform with a mouse. Interesting. Don't remember the command to show you every command. Let me double check for you what it should be real quick. That'll only take a second. It should be exclamation help store, all one word. If you do that, it should show you everything, or you can just do exclamation store. Try those two, and it should get you where you need to be. All right. But whoa, what was that all about? I mean, yeah, if I left an arcade, was out on the street, and then suddenly found myself in a bullet hell, I would be pretty concerned about things. Oh, now I'm back in reality? Everything has returned to normal around me, except for the presence of that strange person who stepped in to help. Who are you? Just call me Beyond. What kind of name is that? Wait, that's not the important part. What was all that back there? Just who exactly are you? You just fought a noise beast, a corrupted form of music that found its way into this world. That's a load of bull. Music? Keep it down, it's late. Yes, music. So, wait, you're telling me that music, the stuff I listen to every day, just attacked me in broad daylight? It's the middle of the... Whatever, you know what I mean. You're being noisy. It's the middle of the night, and you ask a lot of questions. Right now, we should try not to draw attention, but I'll find you again when the time is right. She snaps her fingers, and a car alarm goes off behind me. Startled, I naturally turn to see it, and Beyond is gone by the time I turn around. Well, that was corny. Hey, wait a minute. What even is this power you gave me, this noise? What did she mean by I'll find you? My head full of questions, but nobody to answer them, I make my way home. The first noise, clear the prologue. Oh, and we get a cutscene. Okay. This was in the trailer, wasn't it? Well, if it was still doing bingo, this is where you'd mark off cutscene and title drop. Is that something someone can even obtain or create? I still haven't seen an explanation for why the player character model looks like that little dude with the heart. Am I actually just a cat? They've worked memes into this as well. Moonlight, like, I know I can rebind it at a system level, but I hate having to do that because it'd be different for each game. Yeah, I mean, I understand that. Like, everyone has control preferences. It's one thing you'll hear me mention in the next Steam Sequence video, which is for 1001 Spikes, is that I do not understand why platformers on PC insist on having movement controls on the arrow keys and jump or other controls on like the actual letters, because it's reversed from how you would play with a controller. Makes no sense to me. On a controller, movement is always on the left hand and everything else for mechanics is on the right hand. But when they design something for PC, they go, no, movement's on the right hand now. And it takes a long time for your brain to adapt to that. All right. You play as a cat girl / boy confirmed. Absolutely confirmed. Not fine. Maybe transform into a cat thanks to the power of noise. I mean, you could be onto something there. Swag Messiah, what up, Graeldon? How you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, WSD JKO on top. That makes more sense to me for controls than arrow keys, but hey, we'll deal with what we've got. Let's do story mode. Let's see if the story's actually decent. Because like, if you're going to go in and do a rhythm game shmup visual novel, the visual novel needs to be worthwhile. This menu is an eyesore. This could definitely be better. We're going to stay on easy level. That's fine. Depending on how we go for time, we might jump into a hard one just to see what happens. Cool. Let's start at the start, I guess. Swag Messiah, really? Oh, God, I always forget what FW means. I'm not up to date with the lingo. Your reviews have been binging them a lot. I'm glad you're enjoying them. They're a lot of fun to create. New content coming soon. Just we've got some big plans for this year. We'll see if we can follow through on them, but we'll do our best. I'm just glad people are enjoying the content. Swag Messiah legalized nuclear bombs, though. Who knows? We'll have to get them elected to find out. All right. The perfect piece of music, just sound in our ears. What really makes it any different from the average song? Can any music truly be considered superior to all others? Yes. Old music is best. Oh, yes. Fuck with, of course. Thank you, Mamu. You are hip. You're with the lingo that I'm not. Is that something someone can even obtain or create? I will find it. I'll do whatever it takes. For you. For us. For everyone. Wait, isn't this the same thing that we just saw? Yeah. Hang on a sec. Why is it redoing the prologue? It's redoing the tutorial in the Why? I should have skipped it. I should start from chapter 1 instead of from... Alright, we're going to do it again. We're going to start from chapter 1 because we've done the prologue. This music's cute. I like it. I didn't choose prologue. When I started, I didn't get a choice. It just dumped me into it. I would, like, as a gamer, I assumed that the prologue would be separate or different from the tutorial. If they meant tutorial, they should call it tutorial. Sorry, I'm being pedantic about it, but that was not the way I interpreted it, so I'm probably not alone with that. Swag will say, your Arcane Raise video actually got you back into Final Fantasy. Good! Play an actual JRPG that's worth playing. Still blows my mind that there's so many people that buy Arcane Raise just to get the black backgrounds from it and nothing else. Whoever figured that out when they made the game was actually ahead of the curve. I wake up to a morning so ordinary it makes me question how much of last night was even real. Noise beasts? Music that's come from another world in the form of monsters? None of that makes any sense to me, but I'm starting to see more and more of those anomalies all over the place. They look like tiny fissures, like the air around me is cracking open. Try to avoid them. Why is this happening? Just who is beyond anyway? All of a sudden, the space around me starts to shatter open. I hear a long, powerful howl from beyond the tears, not the tears, the tears, and the world around me shifts to a murky blue color, freezing in time. Oh, crap. What am I supposed to do now? She said she would find me. All right. Let's do it. Oh, he's materializing. It's a wolf. Let's see the first actual fight. So far, so good. Got a little off time there. Drop coming, so what's it doing? Oh, out of time. And I'm in the wrong spot there. Yeah, having to stay on the beat as well as everything else. Pretty tricky, but I kind of like it. Mistimed the shield. There we go. Nope. Cool. Music is pretty good. Oh no, one heart left. Why? Okay. Doesn't appear to be a way to get extra health back, so I just have to survive with no hearts left now. And this is the freaking first fight, so how difficult is it going to get at max? Okay, sacrifice a little bit of combo there to stay alive. Stop it out. Oh, okay, so I did get some health back. Cool. Oh, right in the middle of it. Good job, me. Smart. Okay, I'm in the final burst. I should have seen that coming. I was looking at the top of the screen instead. Shouldn't have done that. Come on, get the combo up. Alright, we still hit overflow. I'll take that. What? Okay. My poor brain, it can't do all of this at the same time. I would love to see someone play this game and actually hold a conversation. Okay, cool. We did it. Jeez. That is really interesting blend of mechanics. I am not good at it. But I'm glad I'm getting to try it. Holy heck. Just like Tuho? Oh god, I've forgotten how to pronounce that. It's Toho. Toho, that's correct. Is this Rhythm Bullet Hell? Rhythm Bullet Hell combined with a visual novel. So it's a bit of everything. Ugh. Okay, double A. Like, we're on the easiest difficulty. I should be getting double A. But yeah, having to do all of that at once, my brain cannot handle press button on the rhythm, observe attacks and move away from them, shield when necessary, and maintain a conversation. I just don't have the bandwidth to do that. I enjoy games like this because of the challenge that they can present. Streaming these kinds of games is difficult, but if you guys are enjoying it, then I'm happy. As the battle grinds to a halt, all of the nearby scenery returns to its normal color. Everything that seems frozen before resumes its usual pace as well. All of the ominous fissures in the air slowly dissipate, leaving a small glowing orb of light. It pulses with a constant rhythm. Somehow, I can feel it calling out to me. Graeldon, you suck at games! We'll reach out to it. The orb snaps and sparks, sending streams of light towards my body. Eventually, the orb forms a new shape, and the light subsides. What is that? What's left standing before me is a tomboyish-looking girl with dog ears. Dog ears? Who are you? Who are you? I asked you first. Fair enough. Despite her appearance, she has the tone and attitude of an angry child. I just want to give her head pats. I introduce myself, but it only seems to irritate her further. I don't care what your name or favorite games are. What's that power and who gave it to you? Why should I tell you? Listen, punk, no one beats me that easily. Oh, you were the thing we were just shooting. Makes sense, yeah? I think you're kind of overstating things here. Whatever, just explain yourself. All right, you're a tsundere. I explain everything that's happened to me in the past day to the best of my knowledge. Moonlight Kitsune is a fellow Toho player. As long as I'm playing well today, I can get away with holding a conversation while playing this. I mean, good on ya. There's a high skill level involved with this kind of stuff. And now I'm being barked at by some angry dog girl that popped up out of nowhere. Wolf! What? I'm not a dog, I'm a wolf. A what? A wolf, you jerk! You don't look like a wolf to me. I mean, aside from those ears, maybe? Yeah, no thanks to you. That power of yours turned me into this. That's right. You were purified. Where did you come from? Generally, this is what happens when you use the noise to subdue and purify beings from the other world. The unstable energy is drawn towards you, containing it and empowering you. In turn, they take on a more suitable form for our world, such as a dog girl. Wolf! I'm a wolf! Whatever. I don't completely understand what you're saying, but it lined it up okay, so take your word for it. Totally normal reaction to all of this. Who even is this lady? The next anomaly appears to be centered in a local public swimming area. Probably won't be long now. I asked a question! What do you mean about these things empowering me? Their energy forms a bond with yours. You can accept it or reject it, but I'd strongly suggest the former. Pfft, how could I ever agree to follow them around? Just give me my powers back. We will accept you. Do we think we're forming a harem? Is that what's happening here? Like, it said this is a visual novel, but is this actually also secretly a dating sim? Because it could definitely be a dating sim. I don't really get where we're headed with this, but sure, I don't really mind. Huh? I've dealt with worse. At least, let's try to be friends, huh? I'll think about it. Wait a minute. She never answered my question. Who are you? You two are really noisy. I'm sure you'll make a great pair. Hey! Yeah, just throw a casual insult in there. That always works well. Yeah, it does. It keeps changing between wolf girl and dog girl. And, like, it just said dog girl a second ago. Would you cut that out? Yeah, dog girl. Hey, dog girl. What? Go play in the water or something. Go do some doggy paddle. You actually want to die, don't you? We ended up coming to the pool on Beyond's instructions, but all I'm seeing are a bunch of kids playing around in here. I flip around on my phone out of boredom. I've been sitting here for at least an hour. Before I can start one of my games, I sense a glare from over my shoulder. What's that? Yeesh, you startled me. It's a phone, see? You can talk to people around the world and play games on it and stuff. Now leave me alone. Actually, hold on. What if someone sees you? Dog ears aren't exactly common on people now, but it took us an hour to figure that out. Wow. We're definitely not a bright spark. We just don't question anything. Wolf ears, says the dog girl. She yells angrily, hitting me and trying to pull at my face. I swat her away and check my phone again, looking at the clock. Is anything actually going to happen here? I mean, the place closes soon anyway. Worst case, I could always ask the staff. Hello, I'm here to fight monsters from another dimension. That wouldn't go over very well. Can we just leave already? No, don't forget why we're here in the first place. I'm waiting for someone or something to appear, like you did. Huh. Why is that happening, though? Good question. Mama, look! A cosplayer! Huh? Look! She's cosplaying a doggy! Lady, what anime are you from? Ah, oh, damn it. Anime? What's that? I get a look at her like she can't tell if she should be flattered or insulted. Turning to the kid, I try to explain. She's the dog VTuber that everyone likes. No way! Yay! I'm a wolf! A wolf! She points to her ears and tries to explain the difference to the kid, but the kid just keeps laughing at her. Mamu, you're torn. I have a feeling we haven't seen a lot of the game, but at the same time, don't know if I want to watch that for 31 minutes. Totally fair. Her ears then suddenly perk up as if she's noticed something. We're being watched. Watched? What do you mean? She then turns quickly and looks straight up at the top of one of the lights in the pool area. I follow her line of sight and spot what looks like a large, dark bird perched on the light post. The air around the bird is cracking and splitting open, and within seconds, the entire area shifts to a murky blue color, freezing in time. Its glare meeting mine, the space around us shatters further as it soars directly at me. All right, we'll go through a second fight, and then we'll probably be well over time by then. But we're going to do a second one to see what other mechanics it introduces. Udisco, Odyssey, Televisor. Let's do it. All right. It's a slower beat. Love the thumbs down. We have vocals. Yeah. Reckon this is going to turn into another anime girl? If this doesn't turn into another anime girl, I'm going to be quite disappointed. Okay, first verse done. Or at least... okay. Stay on the beat. So far, I don't fully understand the benefits to going into the overdrive or whatever it's called. Because there's no currency, at least not that we've found so far. It's like, well, what's the benefit? Do we get points to spend on something? Does it affect something in the story mode? Like, obviously, from a high score perspective, if you're just playing the songs in isolation, it has a purpose. But from a story mode perspective, I don't know what it does. Okay, we got overflow. Okay. Yeah, I should have shielded that. They're definitely throwing a lot more on the screen for this one. Good to know there's a bit of a mix in style for the music as well. It's not all same. What I would like is a little bit more I guess, like visual feedback in the enemies as well. It feels a little rough that they're just like a static image that doesn't actually move to convey any of the attacks or the fact that they're getting damaged or anything like that. Like, make it look slightly more beat up as the verses progress. Like, give some visual feedback. But that might be me having a bad take, because at the end of the day, these kinds of games, at least as far as I understand, you're spending most of your time looking at your character down the bottom, not anywhere else on the screen, because you're just looking for what you need to dodge, right? I think having something like that would add a little bit more visual flair and identity to the game, but I also think that's probably not the point that they're going for. Like, imagine if, as you progressed and the more damage you dealt, as you progressed through the verses, it actually started to turn into more of what the resulting anime character is going to look like. We're good. Okay, that was actually easier than the first one. Yeah, quality of life for stream viewers. Because I think for you guys, there's not that much to see. For myself, I'm intently focused. But for people watching, it's like, oh, it's just going to move them back and forward. But yeah, the first one was harder than that one was. Target purified, though. Go us. Let's add to the harem. That was different. As the whole area slowly returns to normal, the same light anomaly appears before me, just like before. The light and rhythm flow into me, leaving behind a small white seagull that gives me a big thumbs up. Well, it's not an anime girl. The bird is the word, I guess. See, if that image of the boss fight had slowly like morphed and transformed into the bird, I feel like that kind of would have been cool. Roast the seagull. I'll give it a thumbs up back. It's a cool bird. An unusual form. Normally they appear humanoid with some animal characteristics like that one earlier. She just appears out of thin air, lounging in one of the nearby pool chairs. How many of these things are there? How do you keep doing that? Hey, I asked first. Wait, I don't want to get dragged down to her immaturity level. How I arrive isn't important, neither is the number of enemies you face. What really matters is how many you think you can handle. Well, those last two weren't that big of a deal. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? As for when or where the next one will strike, right now, I couldn't tell you. Just be on your guard. Don't worry, we'll be watching. We? Full announcement, it is now 7 PM and we are closing. Alright, I'm going to get the poll started so you guys can decide what we're going to be doing while I go through just a little bit more story and share some thoughts and feelings on this. There's the poll, it's open. Over to you to decide if we're going to keep playing more of it or not. Yeah, that song was nice. Like, the music choice is pretty good. Not going to complain about that. The writing is, it's okay. Maybe it gets better later. For now, it's just alright. The announcement over the speaker system averts my attention. When I look back, Beyond is gone. I turn to the wolf girl and ask if she knows where she went. Nope. If she'd moved from a spot, I definitely would have noticed. Mysterious as ever, I guess. So, you think this will be the last one? It's a bit too soon to say, but I'd like to believe so. Different amounts of question marks, so you know we're talking to different characters, I guess. Then you better make sure they don't discover anything unpleasant. I assure you, they don't know anything yet. As long as you keep it that way. Ah, I dropped my ice cream! Oh dear. DobRX6199, what's up? First time on the stream, but like watching all your vids. Thank you for stopping by to check out the stream. We're just about to move on to a new game, I believe. Where did our poll land? It is time to spin the wheel. All right, fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Gust, for the game recommendation. I enjoy this one from a mechanical perspective. I think the challenge that I have with the game is that to promote it in such a way where you're really kind of pushing the visual novel perspective, it really needs to be well written and add more than just serving as plot points between the actual fights that are the interesting bullet hell part. As at least for the little snippet that I've seen, it feels like it's a little shoehorned in. The quality of the writing isn't amazing. It's doing enough to move the plot along, but it's not standing out in a way, and not, at least not in the same way that from a mechanical perspective, the rhythm and shoot 'em up sections are. Those are really well designed. The mechanics work together really nicely, and it just leaves me going, well, what does the visual novel add? Would love to see a little more care, a little bit more oomph going into the writing from a narrative perspective. It's a blank slate protagonist. It feels quite generic, unfortunately. I would love for there to be more to it. Again, maybe we've just not gone deep enough into it, but I think the reality is that most people are probably going to pass judgment on it after the first section or two. You know, do I connect with any of the characters? Do I relate to them? Am I invested in this story? The answer at the moment is no, but I do like it from a gameplay and mechanical perspective because that all works really well. Yeah, the devs are better at making fun gameplay more than anything. I'm glad you feel that way as well. I know that rhythm games are probably not a genre that is super near and dear to me, so I don't want to be coming across like I'm just ragging on the genre, because I do like what this game is putting forward. It does just leave me that question of what does the narrative add compared to having it without, you know? I think it good on them for trying something new, though, and trying to innovate within the genre, because that takes guts to be able to do something like that and to try it. And who knows, maybe this will be like one of the earlier ones, and other people jump onto it and do more with it, and we see better versions of it in the future. All these ideas have to start somewhere, and it's very rare that the first version of something is going to be the best version of it. So kudos to the devs for giving it a try, and honestly, it's still a solid game. It deserves the very positive rating that it's got. It was just, I was hoping for more from the narrative perspective, but that's just me. That's just me. Most people picking it up probably won't even care for it. They'll be like, story mode? No, just give me the songs I just want to play. X-Cool, same here, first time on the stream. Welcome to the stream. I always love having some new people stop in. For those that are new, please make sure you've got your bingo cards. Link is in the description, or you can use one of the commands to get it, because we're about to move to a new game, which means we're playing a new round of bingo. So, first things first, let me just save the wheel now that we've removed that one from it. We are going to jump over and just figure out what size bingo we're going to play. This is probably going to be the last stream, the last game for today. We'll wrap things up after whatever the next game is. It looks like we're doing the 5x5, so I'm just going to change that over and we'll refresh everything. Just for those that aren't aware, if you do win bingo, you earn points, which go into a prize draw at the end of every month for a chance at winning some Steam gift cards. We just did the draw today and had 3 winners, which is always wonderful. I always like to be able to give a little bit back to people. Yeah, there's a lot of options on the wheel. We've got 260 games, I think, on it at the moment, all of which have been submitted by people from the community. So there's some fun stuff on there. Okay, Moonlight Kitsune, you like it, 100% picking it up yourself. It's not really much of a stream game, not really that much of a reason to go another 30 minutes. I agree, I think we've seen most of what it had to offer. If it had a more complex and more involved story, then perhaps we might have pushed through it, because we've done that with visual novels in the past. Ooh, we're playing one that's been on the wheel for a while, I think. Artifact Adventure Gaiden. Gaiden? Gaiden. Gotta be Gaiden, right? Let's bring it up on here and we'll double check who it was that submitted it. This game comes to us from Gray, who is in the chat. We got 3 for 3 on game suggestions in the chat today, I think. Was added to the wheel back in December 2023. So this game has waited a couple of years to get pulled. Holy cow. It's been there for a while. Gray, it's time. Let's do this. Gus, trust me, most rhythm game players, when they see a story mode, say, nah, give me the songs. Okay, good to know I'm on the money with what I would expect those players to do. All right, this looks interesting. Matey8 hopefully is ready and at the wheel for writing down some bingo tiles. Let's see what we've got. Artifact Adventure Gaiden. Experience the Game Boy-like design and 2D open world of this retro JRPG. The choices you make are all up to you, and they may end up providing invaluable help in the future when disaster strikes. Embark on an adventure in which you sew the threads of your own future. Interesting. Has less than 200 reviews for sure, so go ahead and mark off your free space. And it was released before 2020, so we don't get the tile for that one. Developed by Bluffman, who has done a couple of other games. Interesting that they've got Artifact Adventure Gaiden, Artifact Adventure Gaiden DX. Oh, they actually have a full color version. That's cool. I love that. Well, they definitely know what they're doing. Published by Playism, who I feel like I have heard of before. So I don't recognize any of these games. Tomb, Nidana, Outrider Mako, Nitro Express? No. Do I know any of these? Maid Cafe on Electric Street? No. Momodora Moonlit Farewell? Ah, I think I have heard of that one. Metroidvania, it's probably why. Oh, from Madness with Love! Okay, that's where I've heard of them before. Okay, we played that one a while back. Potato Flowers in Full Bloom. Looks fantastic. So they're quite varied as a publisher, but a lot of like anime JRPG aesthetics by the look of it. Okay. What else did I miss there? Yeah, a lot of options for sure. Game Boy game at not 160 by 144. Yeah, it's a more modern resolution Game Boy aesthetics. All right, let's have a look at the trailer, shall we? It is less than a minute. Go ahead and mark that one off. Put the volume back up here. Some Bluffman games. Ooh. Soundtrack slaps already. Okay, we've got health. We've got levels in XP. We've got abilities, which means we've probably got an inventory or a leveling system. There's currency, 18,000 gold down the bottom there. We have a text box, a dialogue box. What else do we have? Okay, yeah, there's items, so we've got an inventory for sure. Inventory / equipment. I haven't seen any unconventional weapons, though. Okay, looks solid. Looks solid. Yeah, trailer less than a minute for sure. Ah, but wealth! Now that I have in excess, I have 1 million gold to give to you now. Fantastic. Love it. We'll be rich straight away. Similar to The Witcher, Wild Hunt, and Hollow Knight. Do we give it? Gus, gotta leave now, but I hope you have fun with the last game. Thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your day. Hopefully I'll see you in the next stream. You could say they're related because they're both RPGs, but from like an aesthetic and gameplay perspective, they look very different. Like Hollow Knight is maybe a bit closer than The Witcher is, but I'm still going to say both of those games are unrelated. Oh, it's the La Mulana guys, the publishers. Ah, okay. Funny, that's what we recognize Playism from, and not like Momodora, all of Team Ladybug's games, La Mulana. Oh, Valhalla! I've heard of that one. Yumi Nikki. It's because I haven't played most of those. Valhalla I have heard about and heard good things about, but I've not played it yet. I really do want to at some point, though. It looks quite interesting. But yeah, there's so many games I haven't played. You have to remember that like 99% of what I play is stuff for the channel, so it's utter garbage. I don't get to play the good stuff. I'm like the worst variety gamer ever because the only stuff that I've played is stuff that nobody's interested in. You know, I sit down for a conversation with friends that are like, oh, you're a gamer. What game have you been playing recently? I'm like, I don't want to tell you. Because you're going to have no context. All right, what else have we got here? Game is more than $10. Does not have any DLC, but yeah, soundtrack slaps for sure. It is wishlisted by a friend. It has controller support. It is in other languages. Oh, and the review is very positive, by the way. That's a tile as well. Very positive. We have Steam achievements. Don't know about Steam Deck compatibility, says unknown. We have a developer YouTube, but we do not have a developer website linked. Someone's welcome to go do some digging and see if they have one that they just haven't linked on here. But just remember, it needs to be the website for the developer, not the publisher. Do we have the word unique anywhere in the description? Yes, we do. Twice, actually. Featuring a uniquely Game Boy-like design. I'm sorry to break it to you, but it is not unique. Yes, it is over 20 achievements, so we can mark that tile. We've got 52 of them. Custom build your own team of powerful allies to join you as you freely traverse the vast and unique open world. I wonder what's going to make it a unique open world as opposed to just being an open world. Updates. Do we have updates? Yes, it has been updated. Hashtag problems. All right, so we got updates on there as well. Jazzy, you win with overlapping text? Oh, if we get overlapping text. I haven't seen any overlapping text yet, but who knows what's going to be in one of the menus. All right, I think that's everything from the page. So over to the holding screen for all of you while I get this downloading. That. More games for the library. What's a better word to use than unique? Custom, innovative. I think those are better words to use in general. Because unique implies it's something that has not been done before, at least at the time of it being created. File size is less than a gigabyte. No luck on that one. So much less than a gigabyte that it's already downloaded. I will double check the file size. Look. Yeah, 238 megabytes. No luck on that one. No luck. Yeah, but yeah, other than unique, you should just talk about what makes it interesting. I think that'd be really like a diverse open world with interesting characters. It's not a unique open world. We've seen open worlds all the freaking time these days. Like, it's one of the buzzwords. It doesn't make it stand out on its own. So unless there is literally something unique about how the open world like adapts or changes to, you know, its response to what the player does or something like that, yeah, it's kind of hard to get away with calling it unique. Yeah, it seems to be at the moment these days, the buzzwords for new AAA games coming out, it's either open world or roguelike. One of the two. And if you don't want a roguelike open world, too bad. Time to go play some indie games. Updates? Yes, game has been updated, Hydrolidsony. Ooh, the Wordle is looking a little rough at the moment. Gonna have to get some just more words with letters in there to find out what's going on. We've got an I somewhere. Not in the middle. Keep cracking at it though. Miss anything else here? Oh, Hydrolidsony is calling a free space. Which space do you want? What are you calling for? Strike, time to make your own unique open world roguelike. Aren't you already doing a bit of that technically? Your game is an RPG with roguelike elements. Hydrolidsony is calling dev website. Please go ahead and mark off both dev website and redeem something. I know you guys won't be able to see it, but I'm going to have a quick peek and see if that did qualify them for bingo. I just don't want to break the Wordle while it's running. Where are you? Hydrolitsony, you're under Y, aren't you? They're calling bingo. I've got it pulled up, ready to go. Oh, hints was a good word to use. That got you 3 letters in the right spot. And we know that the T has to go on the end. So it ends in inth. It could be... No. Oh, it could be ninth. There could be 2 N's. I don't know what else it could be if it's not ninth. What other letter would go there? It's got to be ninth, right? Yeah, it's ninth. We got it. Good job, team. Not that it's going to matter anyway, because Hydrolitsony got it. They managed to get... Actually, we'll verify. We'll double check. Dev website, which was the free space. Game Suggester is in chat. Gray is here. Less than 200 reviews. We've got a currency, and the game has been updated. Woo! That is indeed a bingo. It's a 5x5, so that is 1 bingo point for you. But don't knock it. Every bingo point counts. Actually, because you already had 1, so that puts you to 2, technically. If we're being technical about things, which we are, because that's how we do things here. We're always technical. Technically correct is the best correct. Means we have to move you up a notch. Sorry, Solly-Kissin, you're getting moved down to the bottom of the list. Beautiful. Also, by the way, the people on the bingo leaderboard, those are the 3 people that for the rest of this month I am friends with. If you're not on the list, we're not friends. Sorry. All right. That means bingo is done. And we can just get into the final game to see what it's all about. Again, shout out, thank you, Matey8, for supporting with the bingo today. You're an absolute freaking legend. Please give them a round of applause and a little thank you in the chat for helping streamline the bingo for today. Fiuk, a good night/day, everyone. Fiuk's going to go get food and do some chores that he's been procrastinating. Therefore, the corner store is now closed. Thank you for being here, Fiuk. Best of luck with the chores. Hopefully, they're not too monotonous and boring. I remember when we used to be friends. Hey, you know, need to be friends again. I'm turning that right back down. Okay, controller support is indeed supporting. Can we please go full screen? Thank you. That's more like it. Okay. Oh, I see how this works. We do have separate sound sliders. I'll take that. Color mode. Oh, yeah. When you really want to just use all of the possible colors on this thing. We do have credits found as well. It's only made by a handful of people. Interestingly... I don't see music on here. Oh, it is right at the top. Music, 85%, apparently. Does that mean they did 85% of the music, or is that their name? I don't know. Nothing like being able to give name suggestions for other people, but not being able to name your own. I missed some context there. But yeah, Super Tony, that was a fast bingo. Sometimes they're just done in a flash. All right, 30 minutes on the clock. Let's get into it. New game. Well, it's going to be Larry again. All caps Larry as well is the best Larry. They just shout their name every time they're in conversation. Wow, okay, this is super retro. And I'm here for it. Like, I mean, I grew up using an original Game Boy. I had Pokemon Blue when it first released, along with a bunch of other stuff on the OG Game Boy. This is nothing but bad memories for me. 3 years seeking revenge. And I think that it would coincide exactly with the completion of this new form of transportation. Trains? Teleportation? Cars? Tanks? The bicycle? What are we talking about? I don't know what that thing is. Can't be the Cataclysm. Just an old wives' tale, right? You're seeing this with your own eyes and you still don't believe in the Cataclysm? It's just that if they were to turn on the world like the Cataclysm in the stories, humanity would be as good as... Precisely. Which is why when the time comes, we have to emerge victorious. We must do everything in our power to make that happen. true. But can we really rely on a certain knave called Larry? He's just larrikin. Regulus Castle. Larry! You have my undying gratitude for answering the call to arms in spite of your injuries. Yes, I'm a little bit brain dead, sorry. I'm sure you've already heard of the impending cataclysm. It does impede as well as impend. It's a bit of both. Moonlight Kitsune. Anyway, it's pretty much midnight where I am, so I'm going to ascend from this plane of reality, be back in the morning. Have a wonderful sleep, Moonlight Kitsune. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Just FYI, we will be streaming tomorrow as well, so keep an eye out for that one. Not doing Wheel of Misfortune, we'll be doing In Stars and Time by popular demand. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. Take care. Mamu, had Pokemon Yellow when you were young. My mum bought it to me, bought it at a flea market. It was so sad my Pikachu hated me at first. Yeah, they kind of hit with a gut punch in that one, don't they? Listen well, for what will befall us in 3 years' time is no old wives' tale. We need to be ready for it when it comes, and your help in readying the country will be instrumental. People have laughed off the warnings of the past before, only to be pushed to the brink of demise. No matter what may come to pass, we cannot allow that to happen again. This concerns you as much as all of us, for it's likely a cataclysm was responsible for destroying your village and robbing you of your memory, and leaving you so very alone. Like, seriously, how do you not have any friends or family? Loner boy. Ah, but I sense great determination and latent power hidden within you. That my soldiers found you was no coincidence, it was a miracle. We are still unprepared for what the future may bring. Everything will be determined by the choices you make. I might be the king. Nothing I do is of consequence. It's all about you. I'm not entrusting this future to you lightly, though. Come speak to me again when you have made preparations for the future. Well, I guess I've just got to go spend the next 20 years of my life figuring out what that involves. Also, is that a chest? Thank you. I'm just going to steal your gold. This is how I prepare for the future. I steal things. Alright, movement is quite sensitive. Definitely better to use a D-pad than a control stick. We're still unprepared for what the future may bring. Okay, yeah. Cool. Have I done all I can to prepare? Probably not. You approach the king! Be mindful of your etiquette! Whoa! Okay, B opens the inventory. Good to know. You have items, we have equipment. We have nothing to equip. Good to know. Skills! I have active skill 1. I hope that does things. Quest! No quest. Alright. Hello. No doubt your travels will be difficult alone. To that end, I've assembled 3 distinguished individuals from across the kingdom to serve as your travel companions. Select one of the 3 to accompany you, as well as 2 more from the volunteers around the castle. Ideally, I'd have everyone aid your quest, but we simply don't have the men to spare. Which reminds me, it might be to your benefit to hear what the soldiers around the castle have to say before you leave. They'd have some words of wisdom for you. Farewell. I pray for your safe travels. Okay, this is an interesting way to start things. You have to form a party. Call me Rex, explorer by trade. I've been to the corners of the world. If there's something to see, I've probably seen it. That's the kind of knowledge that lets me move from place to place in an instant, or find my way out from caves and the like in a flash. Useful little trick if I do say so myself. So, what do you say, partner? No. Oh, shame. Well met, I'm Roland, a knight who has served Regulus Castle through many long years. I've retired to leave the future in younger hands, but but my sword is as sharp as ever. I've been awarded the title of Master Swordsman by His Majesty himself, and I intend to do that title honor. How about it, son? Do you need this old man's blade at your side? No, you might just forget who I am. I am Herschel of the noble class. I felt compelled to save this world from come what may, so I jumped at the chance when an imperial appeal for assistance was sent out. Truth be told, I have no talents to call my own. In fact, I fear I may get in the way. But wealth! Now that I have in excess. I have 1,000,000 gold to give you now, and caches of 500,000 gold at each of my various estates. In exchange for tolerating me, you'd have free reign over these funds. What do you say? Well, that is interesting. You can choose, actual talent or just money. I like that it gives you the choice. Also, apologies, for some reason my multi-stream chat is not showing half the messages that come through, so I might miss some things. Don't know what's happened to it. Starlikiss, if it starts the time, can't watch, don't want spoilers. That's totally fair. It feels like one of those games you need to avoid spoilers if you're interested in playing it. Mamu, gosh, my tired eyes and brain aren't appreciating that greenish hue, but it's nostalgic. It is very nostalgic, but I can understand how it might be uncomfortable to look at for a while. So I'm glad there is a version of this game, the DX version, that is full color. I imagine it would look quite good. This game has the issue where it tries to be retro but ignored all limitations, while not even ignoring them to make better art. Shovel Knight, Bloodstain, Hyaku, it just looks kind of ugly. Yeah, I think they're faithful to the pixel style of the time. They've adapted it for larger screens and modern audiences, but they've just gone for the aesthetic more than anything. But you're right, they could have done more with the sprite work. They've kept it very simple. But there's also little things that kind of make me question the art direction when the campfire in the top left is so small compared to the potion icon, the bottle, or the heart icon next to it. Like, it seems disproportionate. Kind of weird. Oh, he just says safe travels. You know what? We're going to take Rex, Explorer by trade. You can come with us, because why not? We've got a bunch of maps, some Kingling. What about... You know what? I think we can take 2 of them, can't we? So let's take Moneybags McGee as well. Herschel, come along then. Okay, are all the notifications in the top left really necessary? Ah, but it appears your retinue is full. Okay, we can't take them. It was worth a try. Regulus Castle. It's just a regular castle. Orbs relax your mind, allowing you to reuse artifacts more quickly. That said, it'll be hard to decide whether you'd rather have an orb or a shield at hand. Thank you, I have no context for that. Shields can block enemy attacks. Yep, that's what they tend to do. But keep in mind that whilst it's easier to block attacks with light shields, they can't absorb many hits. Conversely, heavy shields can take a real beating, but it's difficult to nimbly block many attacks with them. Okay, so it sounds like there is some depth to the combat system here. Can I open this chest? No, it's locked. Hi, Pete. I'm confident in my methodology for both dealing and defending against critical hits. I might not look all that tough, but please let me help you. Sure, why not? We'll take Pete with us. Whereas the finesse of short swords allows them to excel in consecutive attacks, long swords have better balance overall. Broad axes have the heft to easily deal grievous wounds, whereas halberds have excellent reach. Try them out. If you're lucky, you might find the weapon for you. Okay, there is a bit of complexity here. The Mastery Scroll will allow you to expertly make use of the tools during battle, but all the knowledge in the world won't actually do any good unless you have the tools in hand first. If you want to try your hands on the Master Scrolls, try talking to those in the castle. That's what I'm doing! You there, got a potion spare? Pfft, no. Swarms of thieves hide in ambush in those black whirlpools you can spot outside of towns, in caverns and the like. Get too close and you'll likely find yourself in a fight for your life. If you aren't well prepared or simply don't feel up to the task, then there's no shame in avoiding them. Okay, combat encounters are optional, good to know. Super Tony, I agree, it does look Final Fantasy Game Boy game. They've nailed the aesthetic for it. The question is it worth it? Amelia, I may not be particularly strong, but when it comes to medicinal know-how, I have no equal. I can enhance the potency of store-bought medicines during use. If you want safe travels, then please feel free to make use of my skills. Solid maybe. Let's see if there's anyone else that does healing magic. Yes, brickwork, doing an airship, that's cool. Keep your wits about you. Yeah, I tend to. Heal with pesky spider nets, but stay in place with kindling. Okay. Weirdly specific. Have anyone here that does healing magic? This guy right here, I trained him myself. He's agile enough that he can create openings for consecutive strikes. Also got nose for items, so if you're itching to use items in battle, he's got your back. How about taking him with you? No. About you. Leads to a prison area. Yep, okay. More about spider's nest and kindling. Boost the power of artifacts by doing things. Artifact research. A weird puddle. Cloud thing. I can't interact with it, so no clue what that is. Okay, that's the rest of the world. Okay, what's down in the prison? Dracula's Castle Prison. You look important because your cell's open. Name's Jack. Expand it. Not gonna pretend I'm all that, but there's certain tricks of the trade you might find useful. Okay, you're dexterous about finding hidden things. I like the idea that your party composition will determine some of the things that happen in the story. They call me Saturday. I'm a porter. Yeah. Now, I don't have no fancy tricks up me sleeve, but I'm strong as an ox. You need something carried? Consider it done. Got skin like leather on me too. Can take a fiend punch. Pow! In the face. Not a problem. That sound like someone you need round? No. I need a healer. Oh, do you sell things? I'm Ray, a mage of particular repute. By repute, I mean the most curious happenstance occurs around me. I mean, you're a wild card. No thank you. Maybe there is not a healer here. Further down in the crypt. Okay. Remember your etiquette. Is there anyone here to talk to? You important? Nope, you're just a soldier. There's a ghost here, maybe. Prisoner cut loose, escapes into the area ahead. Alright, that feels like there's going to be an actual fight down there, so we'll go get the person from the item shop who can enhance potions. That's probably the best we're going to get. I'm assuming maybe you can swap them out later. That'd be kind of cool. But at the moment, although it looks like there's a bunch of side stuff I could do, for the sake of time, we are just going to carry on and see what this game's got to offer. It was not you. It was the person over here? Yes, the pharmacist. Yes, you can come with. Thank you for the extra potions. I appreciate that. So what I'm going to do is save real quick. All the zeros and then just Larry. And we're going to talk to the king and be like, yeah, now we're prepared. We're ready. I've got no equipment, but bring it on. Is this doing like a Chrono Trigger thing where you can fight the bad guy wherever? Yep, I have made preparations. Let's do it. If you've done all you can to prepare for the cataclysm, I'll have you undergo a rigorous training regimen. But this training will demand all your attention for the next 3 years. It will be a point of no return. You will not be able to return to your life of adventure and free exploration. Are you ready to commit to your training? Yes. Come to a resolution. Very well, let your training begin. See you again in 3 years' time. So you could go explore and all the rest of it. We're choosing not to. We're just going straight in. 3 years later. What in the world is that? Black mist rising from that isle. Is this a cataclysm? I can worry about what it is later. I better report this right away. 88, good night. Thank you again for being here. Hopefully see you tomorrow. The black mist is turning in this direction. In all likelihood, this is the calamity we've been waiting for. It's Calamity Ganon. Watch out. Then again, maybe it's not, but whatever it is, we can't let it get past us. We're going to stop it dead in its tracks. It's a mist. What are you going to do? Oh no, I'm going to breathe on the fog until it goes away. What's happening? Help! Yeah, good job, guys. Randomly wonder if there's a devil survivor-like. Closest I can think of is Demonis School, but they market themselves as a Fomaless persona, which sounds really lame, and it would be even lamer for Desu, plus it doesn't have Desu turn-based combat anyways. By devil survivor-like, you're meaning the opposite of like a heaven bullet hell? Like a bullet heaven? Not quite sure. Apparently McDonald's Japan is doing stuff with Dragon Quest, pretty cool. They always do fun stuff with McDonald's Japan. I don't know why the rest of the world doesn't get on board with it. They're always ahead of the curve. Larry, you have my gratitude for once again heeding my call to arms. The situation is grave. The cataclysm has finally been unleashed on the world. It creeps towards Regulus from an isle in the northeast, and its epicenter can be reached neither by land nor sea. Fortunately, I had the foresight to have an airship built just for this situation. Could not have done it without the assistance of Herschel, Rex, and Roland. Herschel for his wealth, Rex for his worldliness, and Roland for his connections. Roland's passing is all the more painful because of this. Roland died? So if we took him as an ally, he'd be gone now? Nonetheless, this ship, the crystallization of their efforts, will prove to be of great service. We've already begun researching the cataclysmic miasma, and soldiers have been dispatched to the isle in question. Speak to our researchers in the basement laboratory to learn more about the manifestation of the cataclysm. I don't want to learn about the island. You must journey to the eye of the cataclysm. Larry, do whatever you must to stop this cataclysm. Okay. Can we go? As terrifying as the cataclysmic miasma may be, its spread is relatively sedate. As such, you should have plenty of time to investigate the entirety of the kingdom before heading into the eye of the cataclysm. No story to the people who are indebted to you for your help. I've done nothing. People who no doubt come to your aid for your sake and the sake of our land. Farewell and safe travels. Thank you. Dragon Quest is massive in Japan. I think 7 remakes coming out soon. They've been remaking a whole bunch of them, to be honest. I have not played any of the Dragon Quest games. I've played almost all of the Final Fantasy games, none of the Dragon Quest ones, and I really should. Alright, now we're playing for keeps. Okay. You have fun with that. I'm leaving. Right, so I think the whirlpool things are meant to be monsters. But I don't have any equipment, so... Is there something here I can... Oh, yeah, perfect. We'll just have all the vendors lined up. Love this. I don't know how to tell who can equip what. So I hope I don't waste my 1,000 gold. I thought I was meant to get 1 million. Where's my 1 million gold? I was promised 1 million. Rapier is 6,000. I can't even afford it. Okay, let me double check. Do we actually have anything? No. No one has any equipment. In fact, I can only equip myself, though. Well, that makes it easier. I don't have to spend money on the other guys. So we will buy an iron sword. And do we get some armor as well? We will grab some leather armor. And a wooden shield. Because that is all that we can afford. I am now broke. Equip, and equip. Hey, I like that actually updates the model at the top, though. That's a nice touch. Okay. We're going to save again, but put it in a new save slot, just in case we do have to go back later. Also, there's a fast travel? Oh, cool. I could just go anywhere because they've all been discovered. Wow. And there's a lot of locations. I could go straight to the dragon's nest and probably get my butt handed to me. Alright. Disturb the whirlpool. Yes. Behold, combat. I don't know how any of this works. Apparently I just point my weapon at them. It's bump combat. I am good at this. Look at me go. I don't have any abilities, so I just poke them with the pokey end. Heck yeah. Die, little mandrake dude. I actually wasn't expecting this, and I kind of like this. Ow, I took a lot of damage there. Please die. Ow. Yeah, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, cheeky little minx, you. Yeah, no. Ah, oh, hello. Okay. I'm going to die. Very badly. This is Hollow Knight style combat. Go on, dash. Ow. Locked one, we're good. Ow. Hit for a 30. Ha! You're dead. When does this end? Can I just leave? Oh, we did it. It's 3 waves. Got it. And we got to level up. Huh. Kindling and some shards. Also believe I got a new weapon? Maybe? I thought I saw a weapon drop. Guess not. Because nothing's appearing there. I don't seem to be able to select other party members, so they're just there for fun, apparently. There we go. A small axe. Perfect for throwing. And Death's Pact. I don't know why I want that. That's fun. So skills. Score of Esoteric Dagger. Kill a volley of knives. And score of Esoteric Potion. Heals wounds. And we have no passives. Okay, so that's an interesting way to do equipment. Yeah, gotta upgrade the needle. It's like Hollow Knight, 100%. Local special comes with special price to match, but I'm sure you'll be impressed. What have you got? What? How are you meant to afford that? 300,000 gold. I have 240. That's nice. Okay, there's a full town there. Could go talk to people and whatnot. Alright, well, let's try a second round of combat. See if it's any different. Because it appears your health regenerates when you're in combat as well. Yeah, so I'm getting plus 11 like every second or two. Also, are we fighting kiwi birds? This is how the dodo went extinct. Also, I have an ability now. Ah, cool. I can throw knives. Do they recharge or do I eventually run out? Looks like they might be limited use, but it's a question of are they limited use just for the battle or out forever? Okay, that works. Die. Okay. Those stag beetles are very annoying. Well, we're just going to sit here in the corner and let everything walk into us. That seems to be very effective. Alright. So the question is, do my knives replenish? Because it's just a scroll here. We went down to a count of 9, I think, through that fight. So let's see how many we've got now. 8. Okay, so they do run out. Use them sparingly. Good to know. Hey, a stupid bird. Take that. You can't beat me. I've got a pointy thing. Haha. Now, stag beetles? Oh, mandrake dudes. Ow. Okay. I was expecting, giving the descriptions, that I would be able to, like, manually use the shield to block, but that doesn't seem to be the case. It just seems to have a chance of blocking. Oh, I got a crit! Heck yeah! And a level up. We're getting strong. This is how you beat the game. You sit here in the corner. Oh, I died. Okay. That does not work like that. Oh, and put me back on 1 health. Cool. So you don't actually get a game over for losing a fight. Oh, these guys are level 3. I see. I think I kept my experience, though. So you could just farm XP and level ups by sitting there in the corner. Like, it does technically work. Ow. Yeah, eat knives. I wonder how expensive those are to replace. Like, am I just losing money by using that? Presumably I'd be able to sell these axes for money, though. Oh, come on. Like, let me out of the corner at least. Hmm? There we go. Let me out. Because once he pushes me in the corner, I can't move. Because there's weight to the movement. Like, look how slow he walks. Eesh. Okay. Oh! Random encounter. It's more of the same enemies. Goody. My favorite. Although, to be fair, I could have used a potion in those fights. I chose not to. Ah, they're only level 2. What little weaklings. You can't beat me. I'm level 3. Alright. How much do these weapons sell for? I'm assuming I can sell them. So what do you have? Ah, so I have to replenish the daggers here. But if the axes are also for throwing, but my thing is a dagger throw, right? Yes? I don't fully know. Whatever it is, it seems to be working. And this game has given me next to no guidance on what I should be doing. So we're going to go hop in the airship, I guess. To the Eye of the Cataclysm. Let's go. We are definitely prepared to be here. Hi, guys. What suggests that the towers on the periphery of this isle are sending some kind of power to this spot? Maybe cutting off the source of the power itself will weaken the Cataclysm itself. I'm going to say it, and it's kind of rough, but all this is doing is reminding me of better JRPGs that I could be playing. I have to say, it is giving me vibes somehow. Maybe it's the character design or something. Reminding me of, what was it called? Golden Sun. One of the best JRPGs ever made, especially on the Game Boy Advance. That game was amazing. I have no wounds. I'm at full health. I'm fine. I don't know about you, but this place gives me goosebumps. Well, let's go straight down first, I guess. They're level 50? What? Alright. Hey, guy who's tending to my wounds, thank you. Well, we are not ready for that. I'm leaving. Thank you. Back to Regulus. So I guess that's why the game wanted you to, you know, prepare beforehand. So, do we just need to do a bunch of grinding to... Is that a Pokemon? Who's that? Pokemon Scyther! Get back here! Ah, he disappeared. If I had Scyther on my team, we could beat anything. No Scythers that time. It looks like, yeah, the random encounters pop and move around. It reminds me of Tales of Symphonia, I think, did a similar thing with its random field encounters. They would appear as you were moving, but you could avoid them if you were clever. Alright, we'll do this Whirlpool. Bonk. I feel like the combat that we're seeing in-game is not living up to the combat that I saw in the trailer. I feel like there was actual movements and attacks in that, unless I'm imagining things. But I don't think this is quite the same. Okay, we're just gonna land on top of them all, that's fine. Go away and let me out of the corner. Come on. Thank you. Yeah, I need to be more careful with those. Got him. Cool. Yeah. Oh, there's another wave. Okay. Hi there, buddy. Yeah. They do not have much of a wind-up to allow you to prepare to actually dodge their attack because there's so many other things happening on screen at once. Hollow Knight would never make that mistake. They're all about telegraphing things in the best possible way. It is still going. Okay. All right, we're over there now. Works for me. I had time to regen some health. Stupid bird, go away. We're fine. Look at us, we're level 4 now. Alright. Yeah, can someone go and just double check the trailer? Because I feel like the combat was more involved in that. I feel like I've been on the receiving end of a bait and switch. You know? Alright, we are out of time. So we're going to run the poll one more time to decide what we're going to do at the start of the next stream. So get your thoughts in for if you want to see more of this or move on to something else. My thoughts so far, I'm disappointed. I was expecting more from this. I feel like the combat system's a little bit of a letdown. I appreciate that the game is quite freeform in how you approach the story. Like, you can take the time to explore, talk to characters, do what you want at the start of it, and it's definitely given a bit of a nod to games like Chrono Trigger in that respect. But it also wasn't doing enough to really kind of point in the right direction as like, what are the consequences of your actions for not engaging with specific things? It definitely tried to warn you and was like, you know, this will have consequences and this is the point of no return. But at the same time, like, it didn't really give much reason to go and do other things than, oh, you go explore and just prepare for the cataclysm. Yeah, I think it missed the mark. It's the kind of game that feels like there's care and love that's been put into it, but not in the right ways. Which is really unfortunate, because this is the kind of game that I want to like, because in theory it ticks all the boxes of the kinds of things that I enjoy. But it's just not quite hit the mark. I mean, even if you think about what this game is trying to be, and you take it right back and compare it to, say, something like Final Fantasy 1. Final Fantasy 1 basically went, alright, here's the start, here's a little plot point to build things up, and you're in a small area to start with, and it's very clear that it's like, okay, well, you can go to the next area, but the enemies will be too strong. So you have to stay in the first town, grind a little bit, get some new gear, and then go take on the first boss. And that gets the ball rolling for the story. There's not actually that much of an exposition dump compared to what they've done in this game. It's almost like this game has shot itself in the foot by being too free form at the start. So, yeah, a little bit of a shame. I was hoping for more. Might be the kind of game that I come back and take another look at later, because maybe I've just missed something. It feels like there is something really interesting here, but it's just not presented it on the front foot. Now, hang on. I did want to double check it here. Let's have another look at the trailer. What does the combat look like here in the trailer? Okay, yep, moving left, right. It is bump combat there. But there's other abilities and things going off as well. Okay, yeah, it's just using the little sword instead of the spear thing that I had, which is weird because I did purchase an iron sword. Okay. Yeah, if anything, I would say that the combat system is just a bit undercooked, and the story isn't given quite enough guidance to begin with. I feel like it should have started by giving the player some basic equipment and at least one ability that allows the player to get a feel for what the combat could do. I'm also a bit confused by the fact that the ability that I did have was limited use, but it wasn't particularly clear about what resource it was using to use that ability. Like, it sounded like it should be a scroll that allows me just to summon magical daggers, and that uses like an MP bar to cast the spell, but instead it seemed like it was using daggers from my inventory, but not on a one-to-one relationship. I could cast it like 3 times and then it would use a dagger. So yeah, it doesn't really explain its mechanics in a way that is intuitive, which is a bit of a shame. It looks like there's some interesting ideas there, and I'm curious to see what the reviews say, actually. Incredible, intricate, cool, and fun. Artifact's adventures a place like nothing else. I've been a fan of the series since the first one, which had traditional JRPG framings hiding a pretty intricate series of decisions and consequences where choice matters. That's all still here, but this one brings action combat, which plays like an elastic, frantic game of joust. I do agree with that. Extremely fun so far. From what I've seen, there's also a pretty heavy amount of choice there too. You could easily design your character as a nimble assassin, jumping and flying away to a position to position yourself for a flurry of blows, a crit-focused berserker, a distance lancer, or more. Diversity is further increased with artifacts, passive skills, and armor, each of which I've seen have a pretty big ability to change the way you approach things in a deep game. I do agree with that, at least from the little snippet that we've seen. I don't think it does enough to put all of that front and center to get people excited about it. 10 out of 10 would play for 8 hours on a family road trip using streetlights to see the screen. Someone managed to get that on an actual Game Boy from the sound of it. Yeah, I think I agree with the authentic feeling retro RPG thing that people are saying. I do have to keep in mind that this is trying to be a retro game, and those games did not hold your hand in terms of how they work. They went, all right, we're dumping you into it. You figure it out. Good luck. Maybe this game had a manual that I should have read and didn't. Maybe that would have explained some of the things that I'm looking for. This is a case of, I feel like, because of the format of what we're doing here, I probably haven't done it the justice it deserves. I would say if that little snippet looks interesting, it probably will evolve and grow into something that you will love and be able to sink a decent amount of time into. Bit of a shame. I was hoping for a little bit more upfront, but hey, sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. Thank you though, Gray, for the suggestion. Glad we got to check it out. Poll has closed. We've decided that for the next stream, we're going to be starting with a fresh game. Wonderful. Well, that brings us to the end of the stream. So thank you very much, everyone, for hanging out. Pretty good start to the year, I think. Glad we were able to, kick it off on the right foot. What I missed there, Mamamoo, the feelings of playing on your Game Boy in the family car and relying on the street lights to see what's happening on screen. It's a throwback. If you were the right age to experience that, you would know exactly what we're talking about. Everyone else, you missed out on a key nostalgic childhood memory. Yes, thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Tomorrow we'll be streaming in Stars and Time. Otherwise, we'll see you next week for more Wheel of Misfortunes. Always a pleasure to hang out with all of you. So if I see you tomorrow, fantastic. See you then. Otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I'm sure we'll be in touch again soon. Because we've got some more content on its way. We should have new Steam Sequence content in the next week or two. It's coming soon. It's in the editing pipeline at the moment, so stay tuned. Otherwise, hope you're all having a wonderful day, and we'll see you again next time. So until then, take care.